What's up, guys? It's me, Technology Dude 117, and for those of you who don't already know, today Sega announced a brand new Aliens licensed game, Alien Isolation. Now, for anybody who's wondering, Sega does have the rights and the license to make Aliens games, and they will be for the next couple years. And actually, almost a year ago, they released Aliens Colonial Marines, which was released to extremely negative reviews and negative feedback from the fans. And while it wasn't a phenomenal game and it did have its flaws, I actually really enjoyed it. I am a huge Aliens fan, and it was a pretty decent game. Definitely did have its problems. Graphically, it was not good at all, but it was an enjoyable title. And now for the next couple years, you can definitely expect Sega to be making more Aliens games. They are definitely going to use the license that they have to make these games. So today they did announce Alien Isolation, which will be coming in Q4 of 2014 for the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, the PC, the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One. Now, the game is in development by Creative Assembly, which is the team behind the fantastic Total War franchise. Now, what this game is, it is a first-person survival horror game, and from the one trailer we've seen, it looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, 100% this has been added to my list of most anticipated games for this year. It just looks crazy. It looks so good. It definitely looks like that Aliens game I've been asking for years, as well as other Aliens fans. I mean, it brings together what looks to be a very interesting story. In the game, you of course play as Ripley's daughter, and basically what the whole point of the game is you're playing as Ripley's daughter, and you're going to find Ripley because obviously, your mother's MIA. Basically, the game takes place after the first movie, the original Ridley Scott movie, and that's what the story is. It is a story arc that has really never been explored in the Aliens universe before, and it's finally being told, and it looks just great. Now, basically the purpose of this video is to give you guys my impressions from what I've seen of this trailer, and whether or not I'm excited for the game, what I think of the game. I think the game's going to be great. Creative Assembly definitely has a good track record. When they did release Total War Rome 2, it released with a lot of problems. There was a ton of bugs, a ton of issues. But they did get around to fixing that, so hopefully when they do release Alien Isolation, there will not be any problems with the game. But other than that, they have a pretty damn near impeccable track record with all of their other games. Total War Shogun 2 was amazing. Pretty much every other game they have made has been really good in the 8 to 10 range on the rating scale. They just, like I said, they have a really good track record, so I definitely have high hopes for them developing Alien Isolation. Now, in the trailer, all the footage shown is actually in-game footage, and it just looks great. The attention to detail looks spectacular, and from what they show in the trailer, it just looks extremely atmospheric. Now, anybody who knows me, I'm a huge fan of survival horror and, of course, sci-fi, so combine the two, and, you really have something that I want to get my hands on. Now, yeah, like I said, from this one trailer, seeing this one trailer, it does look fantastic. Now, do I have any concerns about the game? Sega does release games, and it seems like they don't even give a crap just as long as the game hits market. It seems like they don't care what sort of quality the game is. I mean, Sega has published so many games that have been really bad over the last couple of years, that just have been getting bad press, and it just seems like Sega does not care about the quality of the titles they are publishing, just as long as those titles make it to market. So that might be a little concerning. It is a little concerning for me. But, as far as it being on the same quality level as Aliens Colonial Marines, I really don't think it will be. I don't think Sega is going to allow, a huge mistake like that to happen again. Publishing Aliens Colonial Marines and sending that to market was a terrible idea, because that game was picked apart by reviewers, it was picked apart by gamers, and like I said, I did enjoy it, but it did definitely have its issues, and I would not have paid $60 for it at all, maybe $20, but it is definitely not the best game ever. But like I said, in terms of quality, I really do not think Alien Isolation is going to be on the same level as Aliens Colonial Marines. I think it definitely will be a step above. Like I said, I think Creative Assembly knows what they're doing. I don't think Sega is going to allow them to make that same mistake again. And a lot of people have been, making this comparison all day. I've been watching the videos, the interviews, the trailer over and over again on YouTube, and I'm reading the comments, and people are just like, "Oh, don't forget Colonial Marines." This is going to be like Colonial Marines. I think a lot of people might believe that Gearbox and the other developers that worked on Colonial Marines are actually working on this game, but that is not true. It is obviously Creative Assembly. So I think a lot of people are confused, and a lot of people are still sort of, under the influence that there will never be a good Aliens game. But I definitely have high hopes for this game. I'm really excited for it. Like I said, this is definitely now on my list for most anticipated titles of 2014. So that's basically my thoughts on Alien Isolation. I definitely want to know what you guys think about the game. Are you excited for it? How do you think it's going to end up? All that kind of stuff. Definitely let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of the game. Are you excited for it? And definitely can't wait for Q4 2014 to actually get my hands on the game. Not really sure what platform I'm going to pick it up on yet. Probably Xbox One, but I'm not entirely sure. So that is basically my video, guys, about my sort of first impressions / initial thoughts and concerns about Alien Isolation. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do not forget to comment, rate, favorite, and subscribe. Share the video with your friends on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy, everybody.